China, Mexico, and Canada now announce tariffs on the United States after Trump's 25% tariffs were just enacted. And well, now we have a full-blown trade war. And you got to wonder, are these increased prices going to be of anybody's benefits? Well, I'll give you the details here on this, and you'll be surprised to see what these increased prices are going to be on, including food prices here in the United States. I'll show you which ones here in this video as well. A lot of details are now coming to light, and I'll show you here in this video. Let's jump right in. We are live right now. Let me know if you can see and hear me. Type yes in the chat. Also, let me know where you're tuning in from. You could let me know your city, state, or even your country, as we have people tuning in here from all around the globe. Don't forget to smash that like button. And if you haven't yet, subscribe down below so you don't miss out on future updates. It's completely free to do so. All right, take a look here. All right, so President Trump's new tariffs, which are 25% increases on goods coming in from Canada and Mexico, and 10% tariffs on anything coming from China, are now in effect. President Trump also said that he is likely going to be doing tariffs on anything coming from Europe here in the future, which will basically be, but the vast majority of the world would be increases on almost all imports coming into the United States. So we could see a 10 to 25% increase on almost anything you go to buy that is imported, which is a lot of stuff. Go down the aisle at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, your local store, any store, and you'll see that a lot of the stuff you buy is just imported because made in the United States just costs a lot more. So are you ready for a 10 to 25% inflation? I don't know. Are you? Yeah, that's a lot of inflation. Well, this comes after Trump just says that measures against Mexico, Canada, and China, quote, will all be worth the price. But a lot of lower and middle class Americans are wondering, can they afford this? Here's what Trump says. Trump warns Americans that tariffs may cause, quote, pain. This is his own words. Donald Trump said that Americans may feel economic pain, quote, from his tariffs on key trading partners. Quote, this is what Trump said on his social media platform, Truth Social. Quote, will there be some pain? Yes, maybe, and well, maybe not. Trump wrote on Sunday in all capital letters on his Truth social media platform, a day after signing off on tariffs on Mexico, Canada, and China. But we will make America great again, and it will all be worth the price, and that price must be paid, he added. Will there be some pain? Yes. But it will make America great again, and it will all be worth the price that must be paid. Oh, honestly, I was talking about these tariffs before they came into effect. I honestly thought that a lot of people weren't expecting these tariffs to actually happen, or they were going to be smaller than expected, but you do got to give it to Trump. He did follow through with a lot of the stuff that he said he was going to do. So you do got to give it to him. He's deporting. He's done well more than executive orders than expected. I remember when he actually criticized Biden for doing like 100 executive orders. He's done well over, I think it's 350 now, ironically. But he is doing what he said he was going to do. And these tariffs, I don't personally agree with him. I think it would have been a better way to make things in America by giving companies a tax credit, an incentive to hire more people in the United States. So for example, you give them a tax credit to hire more people in the United States. So you hire more people in the United States, we give you a big tax credit. So this way, the government is giving the tax credit instead of the people paying the higher prices. This way, the low and middle class people aren't paying the higher prices. The government would be giving the tax credit. But now, I think a lot of people are realizing these higher prices are going to hit. And now, Canada, China, and Mexico are actually hitting back with tariffs on the United States as well. Take a look here. Yeah, Canada, Mexico, and China moved to retaliate on Trump's tariff orders. Yeah, Canada Prime Minister calls Trump tariffs a betrayal of America's closest friend. You guys can let me know your thoughts on that. I mean, honestly, we never really have problems with Canada. And this is what, Canada is saying. Yeah, here's the details. President Trump on Saturday moved to impose stiff tariffs on Mexico and Canada and China, whose leaders swiftly responded with their own levies and accused Mr. Trump of starting a trade war that would debilitate all three economies. Mr. Trump hit Canada and Mexico with tariffs of 25% on all goods, with a partial carve-out for Canadian energy and oil exports, only partially. He said he was imposing them until the flow of migrants and illegal fentanyl into the United States was alleviated, but his administration did little to explain what further steps were needed to remove all tariffs. Tariffs announced also placed a 10% tariff on all goods from China, another major U.S. trading partner. China's Ministry of Commerce issued a statement saying that China will file a legal case against the United States at the World Trading Organization. The ministry said China will take corresponding countermeasures to firmly safeguard its rights and interests, and as well said that tariffs are forthcoming. As you can see here in brand new, newly released updates. The responses from Mexico and Canada to the levies are set to go in effect on Tuesday, were swift. Canada's Prime Minister said that Canada planned to initially retaliate with 25% tariffs on approximately $20 billion worth of U.S. goods, and said $85 billion more within 3 weeks, which will be harming U.S. companies that export, harming U.S. companies one way or another. Quote, "We don't want to be here," he said of the tariffs. "We didn't ask for this." Mexico said that they would implement tariffs and non-tariff measures in defense of Mexico's interests as well. Products from Mexico, China, and Canada account for more than 40% of all goods that come into the United States. These include cars, medicines, shoes, timber, electronics, steel, and many other products to American consumers. Already being reported how tariffs on Mexico and Canada could drive up grocery costs in the U.S. Take a look here. This is because Mexico and Canada play vital roles in keeping U.S. grocery shelves stocked, including things such as fruits and vegetables, which about $20 billion of fruits and vegetables come from Mexico alone. Another $5 billion come from Canada as well. Also from Europe as well. So if that comes into play. Grains from Canada, $8.6 billion. Another $3 billion from Mexico. Canada has $8.4 billion of livestock and meats. $3.4 billion of livestock and meats from Mexico. Sugar and tropical products, $4.5 billion from Canada, almost $4 billion from Mexico. Tree nuts, over half a billion dollars from Canada and Mexico. Dairy, $500 million from Canada. Poultry, over $500 million from Canada and Mexico as well. So take all that and add 25% cost to that. It's just simple math. Simple math. Add 25% cost, and you, the consumer, pays it. So that's just how it works. So there's no ifs, ands, or buts, or cherry nuts, or other way around it. You, the consumer, pays it because the price goes up by 25%. So possibly even more because of, if the price goes up, sometimes the actual company wants, their margin to be a little bit higher because margin is a percentage. So sometimes they want to keep their margin. So sometimes it could go up by 30% because they want their margin to be a certain percent. So sometimes it could go up by more than 25%. Because if the price goes up by 25%, they want their margin to be a certain percent, which would actually be higher than that. So all those things are going to go up by 25% at least. There's just no way around that. So this will raise food prices on any of those things coming from Canada or Mexico, which is right there, right across the border. Also, already being reported here, U.S. tariffs on Canadian oil would cost billions of dollars. This has come from I Analyze Petroleum Economics and Energy Policy, Michael Lynch, senior contributor from Forbes. So this is already saying that this would raise gas and energy prices here in the United States as well. Remember that the United States imports and exports oil, crude oil, natural gas, and all these different things from all around the globe. And that's just the way it is. These oil companies, that's what they do. So already being reported here that this will cost the United States more money as well. So there it is. You can see it. Canada is actually a major contributor of oil to the United States and globally. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'll keep you up to date here as all this stuff is unfolding, and well, we will see what happens. Don't forget to smash the like button, share this video with anybody that needs to see this information, and don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you don't miss out on future videos. Click here to see how Trump wants to get rid of federal income taxes, or click here to see the Fed's major announcement for millions of Americans that you need to know about. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.